Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am the Maize Madman. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, share this with your friends on social media and abound. And of course, subscribe. Today, this video we are showing you Michigan fans, the M&M crew giving Ohio State fans a taste of their own medicine, and it's hilarious. Be sure to check it out, all that, and of course, no disrespect, respectfully, but disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans, poor little bro them. And I'ma tell them why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, the other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset. I want to get to the point where we get you. It's just so much. You guys, it's Ohio State. There's a lot to talk about. One final question before we get to what we came to get to, and that's who you guys are choosing to win, which it is no shocker who you guys are choosing to win. But I do want to get those score predictions. One final question, and that is, what was your score predictions going into the Michigan game? Hey yo, hold on, Cleveland Mike. I've been waiting for Cleveland Mike. Hold on, because as a fellow Ohioan, I felt a little way when you got up there and you sang Soul to Soul preseason on Garrison.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. Back to life, back to reality. Hey, let's go. That's my message for you.
On Garrison's show, you know what I mean? I felt a little way back. Now, granted, I will give you this credit. We have kind of gone back to reality in terms of the 7-5 record, but what was not reality was us. Or what is our new reality is handing the other state these fresh shells.
I was 50-50. I was 50-50.
Yeah. So tell me what you thought pre or before the game and then afterwards.
Oh man, I thought we was gonna stump a mud hole in you. I think I picked us to beat y'all by like 20 points or something like that. I mean, to be honest, bro, I really did. I think maybe you guys have seen it. I just put a video out of Chip Kelly's interview that he had before they went to the Rose Bowl. And he was saying how they game plan in the run game and how they look at the D-line and they see is the edge their strength or the D tackles their strength. Well, you don't want to go against their strength. And I tweeted and I said, all I can do is laugh. If you know, you know, because honestly, it made no sense to go over 10 times running at the strength of your defense, bro. I could never predict that. I don't think any Ohio State fan to this day can understand what happened. I know you guys just like, hey, you lost, but nah, bro. Like, it made no sense, bro. And if you could just if you could take your team up north glasses off, you could sit there and say, why the hell did they just run into the strength of our defense over 10 times? It's a wasted down, and it's waste of time
every single time.
Well, but I think one thing that I was actually surprised by, because watching the game, I felt like that too. I was like, man, they're running it. Why aren't they passing it? But you look at the numbers; they actually did pass it quite a bit. It just wasn't working.
Just not what we needed.
It was horizontally instead of vertically. Yeah. That's the issue.
Yeah, but they were doing a good job on. I mean, listen, you know what? Let's stay focused, man, because we'll be here. We'll be here for hours. You know how I get.
We're going to have a space. We're going to have a space.
Let's stay
focused. Garrison, I know we were waiting. By the way, we called Garrison. Now, granted, and this is my fault. And I think you've been getting some heat for this, by the way. Unfairly by fans of this show because we called you live on the show. I don't know if you knew that when I called you, we were live on the show. I had the phone up to the microphone and everything. Yeah. They are sponsored by Charmin, by the way. Charmin, Kleenex, Cottonelle, all the things. You want to leave him a voicemail?
You leave. No, I'm saying you leave him a voicemail on.
No, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna
Let's
try
do
to call him one more time.
Hello?
Hey, what's good?
Hey.
Oh, he answered.
My family?
Oh, you're with your family.
Okay. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving for us.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I am mean to interrupt your festivities. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be looking for him.
He's with his family. It's a shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, we all heard it. We all heard it.
You were having Thanksgiving with your family. He was actually having Thanksgiving dinner on Saturday with his family. So I want to clear all of that up.
It was, bro. It was funny because after the game, I went down to the basement of my parents' house, and my girlfriend comes by the door. My mom's like, "No, sweetheart, just let him stay down there for a little bit." I was down for like 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes. Just I was just sitting there watching the post game, just with a blank face, look on my face. I think I had to score something like it was something like 28-6. Like
that's what it was because I remember you saying that because you were like you said we ain't even gonna score a touchdown. You were just like they got a good kicker.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, thank you, Connect. I'm surprised you remember that, man. Thank you. Wish you didn't. Yeah, I said they got a good kicker. And
What you say, Garrison? Fire, brimstone, and rocks. And
I said we were gonna bring hellfire and brimstone.
Michigan wins Saturday.
I said it every week for. I don't know. What if there's a recount in the election? And I don't care about the ifs. How about that? How about you answer me this? Answer me this. In the depths of your heart, and I mean the depths of it, in the depths. Actually, no, I'll answer it for you. You know good and doggone well it's about to happen Saturday. You know it. I know it. The rest of your fan base knows it.
We kept the files.
Yeah.
A lot of receipts. A lot of receipts like we Walmart.
And I got beef with you guys. You guys encouraged Bryce to clip up everything I said. Yeah, but no, I was surprised by it. It got to the point where, like, you know, in 2021, I was like, okay, you know, I know we're not going to beat you guys every year. I mean, eventually it had to happen, so I got over that. 2022 pissed me off. 23 we got really annoying, and then this year all I could do was laugh at it because I'm like, who would have thought?
Yeah,
who would have thought? It was an act of God. It was an act of God. Like I just.
I'm not mad at it. Hey, look, shout out to Mike. Thank you for the 199 super chat. He says, good, even from the other state. Shout out to Mike for that. Listen, guys, score predictions. I'm going to let you guys get out of here. I've held you longer than I said I would already. Cleveland Mike, score predictions for the Rose Bowl, Ohio State, Oregon.
Well, Ohio State has been holding opponents under 20 points ever since the Oregon game, even when that team up north beat us. They only got 13 points and only got their touchdown from Will Howard. So, but
wow, Will Howard.
Shout out 3, man. Shout out. But anyways, I got this score being 34-24. I think Ohio State wins by 10 points. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good game, and even though Ohio State's defense has been retooled, I expect Oregon to get theirs, man. Oregon is going to get theirs, but I do see Ohio State's defense being able to make those adjustments and play better as they have been the rest of the season since that game. Like, they've been making adjustments, holding teams to really low numbers, and they've been pretty good at the goal line as well and in the red zone. So,
no doubt. Garrison, same for you.
Yeah, so up until today, I actually had Oregon winning, and then I knew better.
you getting kicked out.
Mike, don't look at me like that, Mike.
Kicked out the group chat.
Mike, everybody knows now. Mike, see, I already know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna go into the next space, and he's gonna call me on that shit.
Make sure you clip this 3M.
So I have Ohio State 33, Oregon 31. I think it'll be about a 10-point lead, and then Oregon will probably score a touchdown late, but after that, it's gonna be a wrap. I think that I don't like pinning games on one player, but I do pin that game on Denzel Burke. When the rest of the defense gives up 162 passing yards and you give up 8 for 179, my guy, you're the only one I can look at. But at the same time, I don't take everyone's, or even this goes for teams. I won't take your best performance. I won't take your worst performance. What are you on a normal basis? And on a normal basis, Denzel Burke has been one of the best corners in college football since the Oregon game. Ohio State hasn't given up one receiving touchdown under 900 yards. Like Mike said, we haven't given up 20 points. Mac, I don't think we've given up more than 17. I think Oregon's the only team that's had more than 17 points on us. So, with that being said, it's not like we're going to just shut them down. But I think that you're going to see both teams play better than they did the first time. But I believe our best game is better than their best game because our defense can touch a level that theirs can't.
So, Garrison, I remember after that last game with Oregon, you said on your show, I don't remember the guy's name. Sorry, I don't know y'all's depth chart that well. But you were saying that you were saying that no. I mean Ohio State's depth chart. You were saying that you didn't know why they kept Burke in the game.
Oh, for Jermaine?
Yeah. So going into this game, do you start Burks or do you put the other guy in?
You start Burke and Igminosin, but over the last month, Jermaine Matthews has been in a lot. And Jermaine Matthews, don't get it twisted, is the best corner on this football team. He is.
So are you saying you'd have him in heavy rotation, or are you putting him in?
Hell yeah.
Like how are you rotating them? Yeah, how are you rotating
rotation the same way we did against Tennessee? You seen a lot of Jermaine Matthews out there, and honestly, since the Oregon game, as the season continuously has gone on, we've just seen Jermaine Matthews snap count continuously go up. And I believe that as you see these games, if Ohio State even continues or wins this Oregon game, you will still continue to see a heavy amount of Jermaine Matthews, man. And I'll be honest, they've been playing Jermaine Matthews man, zone. Like, the guy's just a dog, and every time he's out there, he's always making plays.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's tough to pick this game, man, because these two teams are pretty much evenly matched, man. I think Ohio State's defense has been the better unit, obviously, this season. I think there's been more inconsistencies with Oregon's defense opposed to Ohio State's, even though y'all lost, that game, but y'all been more consistent. I think offensively, they have the best offense in America. Now, you might have better skill players than them, but just as a unit, as a whole, Dylan Gabriel's the best quarterback in the playoffs, in my opinion, right? And it's going to be hard to stop those receivers, but for some reason, man, I hate to admit it and I hate to say it, but I think Ohio State edges this game. I think it's going to be more. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I want to eat crow, but I'm just I just think Oregon is due for a loss, man. I don't think no one goes undefeated this season. They are the sole remaining undefeated team. I hope it's not this game where they take that first L, but I think Ohio State finds a way. And in fact, I think they're going to jump on you guys early. And it might be like, oh, shit, this Oregon team is for real. Then I could see a turnover or a big play, momentum changes. And guess who I'm having as the hero? I know you guys don't want to hear this, but your kicker Fielding. He makes it all up.
Hell no.
I'm telling you, 38-35 Ohio State. Fielding goes from a 0 to a hero.
Bro, if it gets to a point where Jaden Fielding has to kick a field goal plus 40 yards, I'm not watching the TV while he does it.
Hey, so y'all both predicted that Ohio State's going to win, but tell me what you guys think the biggest weakness Ohio State has, that if Oregon takes advantage of it, they could win.
The biggest weakness Ohio State has, I would just say, it's either going to be the makeshift O-line, which I think Chip Kelly has done a really good job of scheming around that. Or it's going to be the DBs.
Yeah,
What about you, Garrison? What do you think?
I'm gonna agree with Mike on the O line. Like one of the reasons why I didn't have us winning at first was just that, like, even though they played great last week, I gotta see it again. And then probably the other one for me would be kind of like one of my favorite matchups in the game is Josh Connolly Jr. versus JTT. They run the ball, I think 60% of the time to the left side this season. And during the first game, they kept running that way, and JTT just couldn't get any pressure in there, even though he had our sole tackle for loss, but he got dealt with that game. He needs to play really good in this game because I think if Oregon is able to run the ball, that's a problem.
No doubt.
Yeah.
The
last thing too, their receiver, which it was a disgusting act when why he did to Iggy. I didn't like that. Number one. Yeah, so he's gonna be. That was in the second quarter. That was early second quarter. Plus, they get their best D-line defensive play on the D-line. That he's been playing for a couple of weeks. Again, that doesn't change my pick, but it does make a difference. Huh?
You know why he did that?
Who
you know
spat
why
on
he
him?
spit on Iggy? Yeah.
Nah.
Because Iggy fucking had him strapped up.
Can't get open.
Iggy had him strapped up. That boy was frustrated. All his other boys was eating but him. Yeah, he was frustrated.
Iggy be molesting people. He was molesting that man.
Iggy, he a toucher, man. He like to touch a lot of flags. But I get it, man. But regardless,
the defensive version of JJ.
Because I remember when we had Cam Brown and he let y'all run out down the sideline. So I ain't got to worry about that no more.
And truth be told, like unlike Burke, don't let him go deep. Grab his ass.
I mean, listen, we all know the only thing that Dan Lanning has to do in order for Oregon to win this game is beforehand make some comments to the media about how the Buckeyes are not tough.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
that didn't work out for Notre Dame, if I'm being honest. But no doubt,
it didn't work out for Dabo either. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Clemson ain't been the same since.
Yeah, like outside of y'all, outside of playing y'all, when Ryan Day when he gets his payback games.
Hey, Ryan Day's still looking for Lou Holtz, though.
Yeah. Also, remember, so as of right now, Ryan Day is currently 0-2 against Oregon. So if he loses on Wednesday, do we say he also has an Oregon problem along with a Michigan problem?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I would say I would have to. I mean, because the team up north problem is happening every year, right? I mean, this would obviously be 2 losses in 1 year, but I mean, if we did that, it's just saying Oregon's obviously the better team this year. And I know people want to talk about our roster and everything, but people don't know Oregon paid more for their roster as well. Nobody want to talk about that. But
what did Miami spend, Mike?
Nobody want to talk about that either. But it's because we the Buckeyes, man. It's just because we the Buckeyes. But I also put in y'all chat in here, man. I said I don't think that Ryan Day beats y'all till he sees a therapist. Y'all got him. It is what it is, bro. He got that mental block. That man needs to see a therapist before we beat y'all.
No doubt, man. Cleveland Mike, man. Right. Well, Dr. Phil, I do a Dr. Phil segment. I can anyway. Mike, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on, man.
Yeah, you can find me on the X app, Twitter at 216_wildboy, or you can catch me on YouTube at Best Damn Media every Wednesday. We have the Fans Edge, and then we got our guys Ryan and Q who does Buckeye Roast every morning. And then you can catch me right after the Ohio State and Oregon game on the Voice of College Football Ohio State channel for the post game. So you can't say Cleveland Mike don't stand in the paint. I'm always outside.
No doubt. Hey, by the way, one of my favorite ops on Twitter, very funny, even if he is rooting for that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. Man, hey, we got to get you back, man. I appreciate you coming on such short notice, too.
Thank you.
Till next
Mike,
time,
appreciate that.
Y'all
I'm the worst at cutting people off.
What is up with you tonight, man?
Garrison, same to you, man. Where can
Right, hey, tell us where you're from. Right?
No, man, you guys can find me on X at Buckeye_Gaddy. That's Daddy with a G. On YouTube, you can find me on the Scarlet and Blue Show, where I'm with my co-host Bryce Sack, who's the Michigan portion of the show. Actually, he'll be on with TJ Ronan here soon on the Voice of College Football for Michigan, so you can catch him there. And then you can also follow me on the Voice of College Football and Ohio State Primetime with my co-host Ryan Stano, where we are live on Mondays and Thursdays for our call-in show. There's a few guys in here that I know they've called in. I had a hard day one day. I had a hard day with the Michigan game with you guys in there. Calling Michigan fans, it's all love.
Garrison, have you changed your X handle to Jordan Baker yet?
No.
Hey, Garrison, man, we appreciate you coming on. Short notice for you too, man. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Appreciate you, Garrison.
Phil, Kinetic Maniac, man. Good seeing y'all.
Go
Same
Blue.
to you, champ. Have a good one.
Blue.
Yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the show has just stepped up a notch. Two of the most hated people on all of your social medias. Fans, be sure to tune in live tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the Avengers multicast show with myself and the rest of the M&M crew, as well as TJ Ronan, John Diadamo, a Voice of College Football Michigan, and of course, my guy, your guy, Johnny Olden Jr., as the Avengers assemble tonight for the first time. It will be members only. If you haven't got a membership, you're going to want to make sure you get one so that you can tune into this live, get this exclusive content live and in the flesh. Be sure to be there, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow me everywhere at Maize Madman. And until next time, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. Our ratings, they're about to go through it.
All right, now I'm gonna calm down, son. I just don't get that all that mace and that lock and all that puff. I just don't get it, son, for real.
Just calm
And how the